Hey guys, welcome back to the Cambridge RTG career mode here on FIFA 22. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Hopefully you enjoyed all of the content over the weekend as well. If you didn't, then check the channel page for anything you may have missed. But for now, at least pushing forward, please do continue to drop your thumbs up on the videos and make sure you leaving me your feedback in the comment section as well. Really appreciate the feedback. It helps mold the series, and also with the interactions of likes and comments, etc., helps push the content to new people. So please do continue to show your support for the series. We'll be trying to show some sort of form in the cup here. We start with Papa John's Trophy football against Wycombe. A win would see us probably get through to the next round. I'm not sure, but I think a win would see us get through. We also have a very tough game, very tough month even, with regards to the league football today. MK Dons in the playoffs. Rotherham beat us in the cup yesterday. Sunderland in the playoffs with Wigan in there as well. It's not going to be easy today at all. But we're at full strength for this game against Wigan. Sorry, against Wycombe. Wycombe and Wigan in the same episode. Wycombe, though, flying top of League One. We get a 2-2 draw. So certainly not enough to move us off the bottom of the group, despite them going down to 10 men in the 47th minute. We did in fact equalise shortly after, but Sam Vokes gave them the lead again before again we equalised 6 minutes after, but not enough. Not enough, unfortunately. So out of the Papa John's Trophy we go. With the way the season is going so far, it might be the only opportunity we get to win that competition, because obviously we're hoping to get promotion this year if we can. Unlikely, but we're nearly in the playoffs. Automatic promotion is just not going to happen though. MK Dons away then. They're 5th. If we win, we go above them. So if we win, we are absolutely guaranteed into the playoffs for some point in today's episode. But as you saw from when I switched over to the previous tab, some players tired after that midweek game, unsurprisingly. So let's throw Ben Warman in. Let's throw Shiloh Tracy in on the right. And we will go with Sam Smith up top and Lloyd Jones in for Okadina. Right, that's me sorted. Now let's see if we can't go and do some sorting out at MK Dons. They look very attacking though. MK Dons then with Jamie Cumming in goal, 68 rated, one of the, on paper, better rated goalkeepers that we've come up against this season. Tenai Watson at right back, Warren O'Hara, Harry Darling, formerly of Cambridge United, Dean Lewington and Daniel Harvey in their back 5. Connor Coventry and Josh McEachran, formerly of Chelsea again, sat there holding, but they're going very attacking with front 3 as well, with Kesler Hayden out on the right-hand side, Scott Twine, 71 rated on the left, and then Troy Parrott, the loanee from Tottenham, up top through the middle. Intrigued about Scott Twine. I don't know anything about him, to be completely honest, and it's 71 rated. I wonder, is he on loan or is he a genuine MK Dons player? I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look into it. We are not at full strength because, you've seen me actually set the side up, haven't you, in that earlier highlight, so I won't dwell on it again. Hoping for a point here, really, to be honest. They are one of the best sides in the division, MK Dons, challenging in the playoffs where they should be. But hopefully, we can start with a win in the league after only managing to pick up a draw in the cup. Digger's going to intercept that. I still haven't quite got over. Digby missing that chance at the end of the last episode. We should have won against Shrewsbury, and if we had done, we'd have been in the playoffs now. Unbelievable. Back to O'Hara and Kesler Hayden. Their go-to right winger was away on international duty, as was one of their better central midfielders as well. So they are slightly weakened here, MK Dons, and the guy they've got playing at right wing is actually a right wing back, but he is quick and half decent in possession of the ball, so they're still going to be able to be dangerous on the right. And we've just looked into Scott Twine on the left hand side, and he looks very good. He looks very good, so I am very wary of him on their counter attacks or just general build up play. That's a nice ball inside the defender. I'll stand it up, hoping that we could maybe have found Joe Ironside, but he went towards Shiloh Tracy, unfortunately. They're going to try and counter on me now. And they might actually look for Mr. Twine out on that left-hand side. Just trying to back up with Willow to get back into position. Twine starts at 70. Only has potential of 75, so he's not a massive grower, but he is still very, very good for a 70/71 rated player and will be one of the best, if not the best, wide man in the division. So we're going to have to be very wary of him. He's going to be tough to deal with. Fingers crossed we can do something here against MK Dons. We played here in real life recently and it did not go well. That hit Lloyd Jones's arm. You could see it, unfortunately. So any chance of building there has gone against us now. And Twine will actually take this free kick from short to Harry Darling. Forward to Troy Parrott. Was on target, but as Derek Ray said, it was an easy save for Dimmy there. And he made a bit of a meal of it. Bit of a camera save, leaping away when he probably could have just walked to his left and plucked it out the air that way instead. Regardless, MK Dons trying to find a way through and failing thus far. He says as Troy Parrott's in the box, but Lloyd Jones puts in the tackle. And, yep, continuing to fail thus far. Taylor across the dunk and into Warman. And Digby, we've not really done much attacking so far in this game. And even though they have a very good goalkeeper between the sticks, we haven't had the chance to test him to see if he's got any weak spots yet. My build-up play has been poor in this first half against MK Dons. Theirs has been decent, but they've not had a massive amount of chances to try and take the lead. So for the time being, I'm actually quite happy that the scoreline here is 0-0, even though we don't look like we're actually going to win the game. We, at present, don't look like we're going to lose it either. One shot for them, and that's it. We're keeping the ball away from them kind of well. But I'm going to need to try and improve in that regard as well if we're to hold on to the 0-0 that we've got. We don't get many clean sheets, so I do expect MK Dons to score at some point. But you never know. We might be able to. Oh, lovely little flick. Twine is in. To Parrott. To Twine again. And he is fast. Decent ball stood up. Lloyd Jones wins the header. Ironside will challenge for that, but not really get anywhere near it. Connor Coventry to Kesler Hayden. To Troy Parrott. To Connor Coventry. Good block by Lloyd Jones again. And we'll work it away. Sam Smith to Ironside. We now finally maybe get the opportunity up the other end. Charlotte Tracy caught on it quite nastily. And it will be a yellow card for the MK Dons man, surely. Or is he just going to tell him off? Surely he's just going to... Sure, that was a yellow card challenge, but never mind. Here's Warman. Short from the free kick. Finds Sam Smith. And Digger. Ah, Joey just drifted offside there, I think. He did. See what I mean? It's just, I'm just not on it in this one. Oh, Joey can't get there. It will fall to Warman. Oh, but his chest control's loose. Can I get to that first? Lloyd Jones does well. It's Greg Taylor, actually, looking through there for Joe Ironside, who rises to challenge. Warman holds it up nicely. Will lift this looking for Brophy, and it will find him. And I'll nod it back if I can to Dunk. This is our first proper spell of genuine good possession in the game. And we still haven't come close to scoring a goal. Tracy lifts it. It's beautifully to the back post. The keeper comes to punch as it bobbles free. We've still got the ball. Brophy into Warman. Looking for Digby. And Joey Ironside. Shooting out of just pure frustration that I cannot open this MK Dons defence up. Just been so solid throughout the entirety of this game. Adam May, come on and change the game for me, please. In fact, I'm going to bring Liam O'Neill on too. Make a double change here. Freshen up the entirety of the midfield. And maybe we can grab a goal. Nicely intercepted by Willow. Digby quickly forward to Sam Smith. Ironside will be on his bike, and he is, but he was just offside. And Tracy's in. Pull it back. Oh, Brophy, no! Our first proper chance. He's right in front of goal, and he slashed it with his weak foot, and it's gone so far wide. Oh, no. Well, there's still 9 minutes for those new midfielders to come on and change the game. It's going to be a 0-0 draw. I mean, a clean sheet is positive, and a clean sheet against the side that are above us and in the playoffs as well. Promotion rival. You can't complain, really, but that one James Brophy chance was where we could have stolen it. 2 shots apiece is literally all we were able to muster. I mean, I would have taken a point if you'd offered me it before the game, so I can't complain too much. Up next for us was actually Rotherham in a simulated game away from home, so we shall head there now. Here we are then, Rotherham away. Again, If we win, we will go above the team that we're playing and potentially this time into the playoffs. We're in 8th. Can see how tight the league is. We're 3 points above Shrewsbury in 14th, and we are 4 points off Sunderland in 4th. It's so ridiculous that it's so tight for a playoff spot. MK Dons at 26, 26, 25, 25, 25, 24, 24, 23, 23, 22, 22, 21, 20. It's just outrageous. You can see how Wimbledon were able to go on the run that they were. And to be fair, they've now fallen back down the table as their form has turned again, Wimbledon. So it's just nutty, really. We'll see what we can do here against Rotherham. We lost to them when we played, although we did play with our reserve 11 and only lost by a goal to nil. And we win with our full-strength side by 3 goals to nil away from home. Houlihan with the goal to get us going, and Digby proves he can score with a brace against Rotherham away. Love that sunshine. A lot. Is that us into the playoffs? It's not quite, because Bolton have won as well, and we're outside the playoffs on goal difference again. And there's now... Well, actually, the title fight is coming back towards us. When we were on 24 points, Wycombe were on 34. And 10 points above us. We've since scored 4 points. They've only gotten 1. Plymouth have closed the gap as well. And Oxford haven't necessarily been in amazing form either. So we're only now 7 points off top. And second. I couldn't call the second half of this season at all. We've still got the second half of the month left to finish off. It'll be Wigan that we play next at home, and Sunderland after that. But so far today, unbeaten. And 2 clean sheets back to back. Right then, Wigan at home next. After a 0-0 draw against one playoff rival, now it's time to take on another. Wigan with a 4-2-3-1, which is actually quite rare at this level. Jamie Jones in goal for them. Strong defensive, Deriqua, Watmore, Kerr and Pearce. Then Graham Shinney in the midfield as well is going to be particularly tough to play against. He's got Tom Bayliss alongside him. They've got Lang on the right, Edwards on the left, Taylor Asgar at cam with Charlie Wyke up top. Not rapid, Charlie Wyke. Pace isn't his strength, but he does have a deadly finish on him. So we will have to be wary. You will have noticed actually briefly there a certain Josh McGuinness on the bench for the man that... played a leading role for us in the Hull save a couple of years ago. Got Jordan Cousins on the bench, Adam Long, Stephen Humphreys, Jamie McGrath. They've got such strength in depth for this level. Wigan. Ben Amos in goal as well, the former Manchester United goalkeeper. I've made, or had to make, a number of changes thanks to fatigue for myself as well. So Lloyd Jones is in, Jack Iredale, Adam May, Sam Smith and Shiloh Tracy. It's going to be a difficult game, this one, Wigan. But we're at home, so you'd have to say that... And the fact we're above them in the league, albeit only by like a point, we probably head into this as slight favourites. Although maybe the draw is probably the shortest odds. Good header by Iredale. Brophy driving forward. He was exceptional for Cambridge at the weekend. James Brophy, we are in here with Nibs. And if I can tuck this into Sam Smith. It's not Sam Smith, it's Adam May that's pushed all the way forward from midfield. Well, a dream start here against Wigan. They're a side that should be challenging for automatic promotion. They're certainly challenging for the playoffs in this save. We're a side that should be mid-table, but we're certainly challenging for the playoffs too. And we take an early lead. What Adam May was doing all the way up there, I have no idea, but it's a nice touch and turn, and the finish is very good. Obviously, you can see I've put the yellow and black striped nets on for our home ground this year. For those that were asking in the comment section as well, we will be upping our stadium every time we get a promotion. It's not necessarily, strictly speaking, realistic to like go from a League One stadium to a Championship stadium and then again to the Premier League, but for the sake of the series and just to add a little bit more fun, I think we might do that. Although if you guys in the comment section would rather I only made one stadium change, then I will do that. We'll have to wait and see what you guys say feedback-wise. But we're on the attack again. Wigan have gifted us possession. Nibs has the run here. And Digger, it's 2! In the 10th minute, Paul Digby. See, he can score. Christ knows how he missed yesterday, but he's buried that one. We're 2-0 in front. Is this going to be another Ipswich, where we play a side that should be very competitive, And we just wiped the floor with them. Asgard out wide to Gwion Edwards as Wigan fight back. And they're going to have to fight back because they've just rolled over in the first 10 minutes. Here's Shinny to Asgard. Driving forward. And Bayliss in the box. Back out to Edwards. Inside to Bayliss again. Trying to stand him up. Lloyd Jones steps in well and then turns away from the second man particularly impressively as well. Oh, what is happening with Wigan here? They're all over the place. Shiloh Tracy driving inside. Oh, God, Shiloh, you're so bad. I'm sorry, I love you on Football Manager, but Jesus Christ, Shiloh Tracy's really average on FIFA. Such a shame. I am definitely going to be looking for a new winger. Probably 2 new wingers before we do anything else in the transfer market. A lone right back and a new winger are probably going to be what we look for. I may even list Shiloh Tracy for this upcoming January transfer window, which is only a couple of days away now. Nibs, you see the run on the left there from Adam May, who's in the box again. Oh, but it's well blocked. Digby, oh, it was meant for Nibs, but it finds Shiloh Tracy. Back here to Willow, deliver the cross. Maybe at the second attempt, Tracy has a bit more room. He'll deliver the cross and find nobody. But their clearance finds no one but Greg Taylor. And we'll keep the pressure on. Adam May. Oh, I need options. Digger's there. Nibs has made a run. Oh, I tried to play that out to Shiloh Tracy, though, because he was in so much space, and I've misplaced the pass. Half an hour played. We still look absolutely the better side, and it's still 2-0. Gwion Edwards down the left for Wigan. Back to Pearce. There's space in the middle. He's only picked out Sam Smith. Oh, Nibs trying to ride that challenge and is able to do so. Look at Sam Smith could be in behind. He's not rapid, Sam Smith. Pace isn't his strong suit, but he's got a decent finish. Case in point. Sam Smith makes it 3-0. This is another Ipswich, where a side have come to the Abbey with a strong 11, played aggressively, and been caught out. Cambridge 3, Wigan Athletic 0. Wigan are still being very aggressive. Derek was going to cut that out, isn't he? But we are absolutely the best team here today. That's going to go in. No, it's not. It's going a long way wide. That's as good as they've done so far. Wigan, 3-0 down at the break, and we are absolutely cruising here at home. Might even make a couple of changes sooner rather than later just to rest some more first-team players now that we have the opportunity, because certainly Wigan aren't getting themselves back in this, you would have thought. We'll bring Ben Warman off the bench and try and get some good growth out of him. I'm going to readjust a couple of players' development plans over the course of the next episode or 2 leading up to January and see if we can't accelerate the growth of a couple more players. But we have seen some good growth so far. Nibs is up 2. Jack Lancaster's up a couple. Warman is up 1 as well. Brophy is growing 2, I think. And certainly Okadina is up 2 as well at the back as Jack Lancaster. So Digby up to 68. We're having a remarkably good season, to be honest. Much better than I thought, but hopefully we can keep it going for a full season. Idell into the middle to Warman. Chests it down and plays it across nicely. And look at the way that the left back there just stepped for no real reason to get ahead of Shiloh Tracy. And Nibs is there, and he very nearly adds a 4th. That's been Wigan's problem. I wonder if we'll be able to see it on a replay. Watch their left back on the far side there. I get the ball out wide with Warman into Williams, and look at the left back. He's behind Shiloh Tracy, and for no real reason, he's just pushed past him, which just opens up the space in behind, and it's really, really poor from Wigan. You would have thought a side as good as them, with players of as high a quality as theirs, that they would have had a little bit more nous about them. But they're 3-0 down, and if anything, look more likely to concede another 3 than they do score any of their own. That's going to go... No, he's going to keep that in. Gwion Edwards down the left-hand side then for Wigan with 8 minutes now to go. They have had a better second half. Or maybe we've had a unorthodox save. Oh, Dimmy, bloody hell. We've had a less dominant second half. And it has allowed Wigan to play more. But I wouldn't say that we've ever been under real threat. That was a necessary save by Dimmy at the near post, but we weren't massively troubled by that. Smith will switch this out to Shiloh Tracy. He'll bring it down. And we don't have Joey Ironside in the 11 today. So we don't really have that main man to look for through the air. But we do have other taller targets. Sam Smith has won a header and scored a header for us so far this season. And obviously, Harvey Nibbs is over 6 foot as well. But how's he managed to get through there? Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Full time. We win by 3-0 against Wigan. We hit the ground running. Definitely slowed up towards the end, but not enough to allow them back in it. Within 11 minutes, the game was gone for Wigan, and then Sam Smith finished them off. They had 5 shots, though, to be fair. If you look at it on paper, it looks like a very even game. 5 shots each. Possession split, but look at the XG. 3.6 for us and 1.5 for them. Clearly, the quality of those chances was heavily weighted in our favour. And that victory will move us above Wigan, I think, in the league, or further away from. I think they were slightly below us, weren't they? Wigan were below us, and MK Dons and Sunderland were the ones above us. Yeah, Sunderland 4th, MK Dons 5th, Bolton 6th, and again we are level on points with them, and behind only on goal difference in 7th now. Wigan dropped down to 13th, although they're only 2 points from 9th, to be fair. So it's still very tight in the midfield. We are 7 points from top, but now only 4 points behind Oxford in 2nd. Now, Sunderland at home next is rather obviously going to be an incredibly difficult game. But should we win it, definitively, yes, 100%, we will move into the playoffs. So let's go and beat bloody Sunderland. Playoff Sunderland then arrive in a 4-2-3-1 as well, actually. In goal, they have Lee Burge with Carl Winchester at right back, Danny Batt at the back, alongside Bailey Wright and Niall Huggins at left back. Only 62 rated Niall Huggins, one of the weakest players in their 11. They've got Corey Evans in the midfield with Jay Mateta. And then Aidan McGeady on the left, still playing, still going strong for them. Alex Pritchard at cam. Jack Clark on loan from Spurs on the right-hand side. And the ever-dangerous Ross Stewart up top through the middle. We're at full strength. Joey Ironside is joint 2nd top goal scorer in the season with 10 goals so far. So he's going to be our main threat. Goal scoring wise, we'll have to wait and see how sides actually adjust to playing against him throughout the course of the save, because I'm sure they wouldn't have expected him to hit the ground in League One as quickly as he has done. But we are going to try and start this game the same way that we started against Wigan. Brophy looking to get away from Winchester, who fells him. And that is definitely a yellow card. And now a really good position for a free kick. We'll try and whip it towards the back post where Digby is waiting. In fact, Joey's up and Joey scores 11 for the League One season for our number 9. And we have started the game the same way as we did against Wigan. Love a goal from a set piece. Goals like that are so rare on FIFA. That's such a realistic goal to score. Set piece from out wide, whipped in, players diving in towards the box, and Ironside, the big striker, wins the header at the near post, and we take the lead against Sunderland. Let's go! That, if it stays as is us into the playoffs, boys. Taylor, look at that press from Sunderland. They fly at me. They're going to fail to learn from Wigan's mistakes. That was a real hard press from Sunderland there as they lost possession. Very nearly got them caught out on the counter-attack. Jack Clark is rather obviously going to be particularly tough to play against in this fixture. He's turned well there. Harrison gets a foot in. That'll be their throw. And I expect Sunderland to be better going forward than Wigan were. Winchester could deliver the ball here and has done. Keeper will get up to it. But they do press after possession loss, Sunderland. And if they do that at the wrong time, they might see this game get away from them. Oh, I just turned towards Jack Clark there with Harrison Dunk. Otherwise, we might have been in again. James Brophy forward to Nibbs. Winchester steps in well. Sunderland certainly look better than Wigan so far, but they still haven't been able to stop us from scoring. It's a really good switch. Huggins brings it down, and here's Ross Stewart and Pritchard. And Dimmy does well. Down to meet it and keep it out. Certainly, they're playing better than Wigan, Sunderland, but so far so good for us defensively. A clean sheet against Wigan, a clean sheet against MK Dons, and to this point, a clean sheet here against Sunderland as well. A whip that I was looking for Digby, but he didn't quite get into the box as I hoped he would. And, well, Wes Houlihan is never going to win that header, is he? Ross Stewart back to Jack Clark, racing forward in support. And Winchester I'm definitely going to try and prioritise playing down the left now. See if we can't get Winchester sent off. Ross Stewart, Pritchard, 1-1. Sunderland are going to get themselves back level. We are not going to get our clean sheet for a third straight played game. Sunderland were the highest positioned of all of our opponents today. And whilst MK Dons were very difficult to play against, Sunderland are just as tough, but have that extra goal threat. It's 1-1 here at the Abbey Stadium. This one is going to go down to the 93rd minute, you feel? They're going to use the left back. Huggins to Mateta. And into Pritchard again. Around the corner nicely to Corey Evans. There's some space here for Jack Clark. I'm worried about that ball into Ross Stewart, but we've been able to marshal it well with Harrison Dunk there, and we've won it back. Oh, Jack Clark went for me there. Now then, counter-attack. Wes Houlihan is not quick. Harvey Nibbs does have some pace, and as far as I can remember, Danny Batt is not fast himself. It's a lovely turn by Nibbs, and he's going to continue to drive towards goal here. But that last touch to turn the corner to get the angle was just too heavy, but they've given the ball back to me again. Digger will look for Nibbs, but Corey Evans is back to intercept. Oh, it's a really good counter-attacking chance to maybe score a second and go back in front, but we're not going to be able to take it. Now they have a counter-attacking chance of their own, but Okadina is in the way. Really well done, Jubril. Excellent work. Look at the space for Brophy on the far side. Get a good touch. He's away from Danny Batt. Brophy's in, and we will get the second goal before half-time. James Brophy on the left, racing away. Sunderland pushed too many bodies forward. Caught on the counter. 2-1 Yellers. Dunk. Brophy. And Houlihan. You see Joe Ironside. He works so hard, Big Joe. So hard. He's constantly on the move, trying to get himself into a position to either receive the ball or work some space for a teammate. Unfortunately, his pass on this occasion doesn't quite work out. I am so impressed with Joe Ironside so far in this save. He is a massive part of how we play, and I love that because he's a massive part of how Cambridge play in real life as well. So for him to replicate his real life form and presence in-game as well as IRL is superb. I love that. Absolutely thrilled with how this Cambridge side are performing so far in this debut League One season. First time we've been at this level for over 20 years in real life. Obviously, we've had Cambridge at League One level a number of times in FIFA and Football Manager in recent years. But for the time being, we're trying to maintain our promotion challenge to maybe get Cambridge to the Championship for what would be the first time in over 30 years in real life. Clark back to Ross Stewart. That's looping. Dimmy making a good save. Leaping away to his right-hand side to just help it over the bar. Needed saving as well because that was on target from Ross Stewart. Just almost a dink. Trying to loft it over the keeper. Spotting him off his line. They're making a change. I'm not sure who that is coming off there. Number 4. Didn't quite see. Replacement captain though. It's Neil for Evans for Sunderland. That's away by Wes though, hopefully. And he's done very well. Clark will knock that down to Neil. He's going to spin on it. And around the corner to Winchester. Nice tackle by Harrison. Well done. And a counter-attack again. Might open up for Harvey here. Oh, I've not quite timed the pass or aimed it well enough. 25 minutes to go. We're still in front here against Sunderland, but they really are pushing to try and find that second equaliser. Fingers crossed on this occasion, they won't get it. It's Ross Stewart into Pritchard. Caught in possession, though. Tried something fancy. It didn't work. Brophy battling for it. Digger will get there. Oh, his pass forward has been picked off, though. Here's Aidan McGeady. Out there to Pritchard. Dinked back to Huggins, who then lofts it up himself. Oh, they're overplaying it a little bit here, Sunderland. Okadina can't win that header, but Dimmy will comfortably keep that in. I've got some changes waiting to be made. Look for Joey here. Always favourite to win headers. Danny Batt is quite the sizable centre-back to battle with him. Ross Stewart here to Jack Clark. Little back heel, but picked off by Digby. Oh, Wes caught in possession. He was waiting for the pass. I had powered it up, but he didn't get the chance to play it. Aidan McGeady inside. It's gone all the way to Ross Stewart. Surely this will be 2, and indeed it is. Second equaliser for Sunderland. I thought that ball into the box was going to go to the first man, so I committed. And then, unfortunately, it didn't. It went all the way across to Ross Stewart, who's let it run across his body and buries it in the top corner. And Sunderland have themselves that second equaliser they were looking for. That's particularly annoying. Adam May is off the bench for Wes Houlihan, and Jack Iredale is off the bench for Harrison Dunk. So we have made some changes now. Initially, I was hoping to make those changes to hold on to our winning result. At the moment, though, it's to try and ensure that we don't lose by 3-2. And if we have the chance to score a third ourselves, we will try and take it. May out to Lancaster, quickly into Joe. We might. Oh, I should have played the extra pass. Should have played the extra pass, committed with Joey Ironside because he is who he is. But unfortunately, it certainly was the wrong decision on that occasion. This game could have a 93rd minute goal, as we alluded to earlier. McGeady back to Pritchard, who let that run. Lovely little back heel. McGeady to Ross Stewart. Oh, Timmy makes the save. Saving my bacon. 87th minute. Sunderland look like they're more likely to get the winner now. Pritchard will take the corner. They are going to go short there. Iredale will come across to Jack Clark and win it off him. But Pritchard wins it off. Iredale. Oh, we've worked it away. Come on then. On the counter. Look at the space on the far side. I just don't have the time to power up the pass as much as I need to ensure that it gets out there before their defenders track back. Well, 2 minutes added on. Really would be a winning goal now. No. No. Please, no. 93rd minute it would be. Yes, Greggy T. Ridiculously hard-fought game that both sides definitely deserved a point from. It'll be a 2-2 draw at the Abbey Stadium against Sunderland. Arguably one of the most difficult games we've played this season outside of the Plymouth one. And they bossed me possession-wise, but we have been able to see it through with regards a draw. The unbeaten run continues. And I don't know, actually, if we're into the playoffs. We will have a quick check here before we jump towards that game against Carlisle. It's FA Cup second round. We should have been in the first round, but obviously a lack of non-league sides in FIFA means that we go straight in at the second round. In League One, however, we've actually dropped from 7th to 8th as Rotherham and Plymouth are now up there. But we've actually, though, closed the gap. There are 3 points between 2nd and 8th. The automatic promotion fight is well and truly alive. Well and truly alive. We're nearly at the halfway stage of the season as well. We've got Carlisle in the FA Cup upcoming. Then Cheltenham and Charlton before Rotherham, Wickham and Donny. Some big games. Rotherham and Wickham are massive fixtures. And then we're into the month of January where we'll be looking, hopefully, to do some transfer business. I am going to make the decision to put Solo Tracy on the transfer list. I just am not clicking with him, unfortunately. He's valued at £750,000, so we're not going to be able to get much for him. But hopefully we can find someone to fill that void. I would leave me needing 2 wingers, and I would like to loan a right back as well. My initial intention was to spend that remaining transfer budget on another youth scout. And I may well still do that. But if we can find someone to try and pick up in the January transfer window, albeit on a short-term loan or a permanent, then we may well look to do so. An intriguing December, followed by, hopefully, an entertaining January transfer-wise upcoming. This is going from strength to strength, though, this season. And an FA Cup run would do us the world of good financially as well. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. And I'll see you in the next one tomorrow.